project, and that's what always drives me. So I don't think that there's any point in discerning which one would be better. It's just
especially
today.
Today there isn't even a separation like there was back in the day,
I
right?
know. There's no stigma.
There's not at all. In fact, a lot of movie stars, quote unquote, are looking for the TV project that they want to jump into. Okay, we've got another question from Laura Dow, who says, can you tell us a little anecdote about your time in France shooting? Yeah, how was that shooting in France?
Amazing.
How much time did you spend there?
3 months.
3 months in France. How nice.
Yeah. I know half of it was in Paris and half of it was in Normandy. And while we're in Paris, you can have amazing food and shopping and stroll along with your coffee, and it's so romantic. And then in Normandy, it's so beautiful, but it's much more serene and peaceful. I remember we just all caught up on sleep so well. You sleep so well out there. And then there's funny things like there's just such extreme characters in town. Like there's this man that used to walk around in this navy blue velour outfit with this hat, smoking cigars, and had all these chains, and he would just come around, and we kept joking that we needed to put him in the movie because he was fabulous. And the bakery's over here with this big cat in a basket that never moved, and it was just great observing and people watching and being a part of it all.
How nice. This one is from Ola Cindy. She says, hi Dianna, I loved the movie. What was the hardest scene to film? The badass, violent, or the vulnerable, heartbreak one? Oh, is that a spoiler? Hopefully that's not a spoiler. But which scene did you enjoy filming from?
Or the hardest scene.
Or the hardest, yeah.
I love them all, and I think the hardest scene for me to film was neither of those.
Was there a love scene? Someone else is asking about a love scene.
Yeah, that was we did 2 takes, and that was it. And I was fine with that.
How do you prepare for that? Because I've often wondered, with actors, wow, it looks so real. How do you prepare? Do you say to each other, okay, here's the breath mints, here's the,
No, you take care of your own stuff.
Yeah.
And you just don't think about it. And then afterward, it's like it never happened. It's, Men in Black, when they get that, little...
It's like Vegas.
Like that.
It never happened.
No.
What happens in Vegas?
No, but you might remember Vegas. I'm telling you, it's like that Men in Black thing. Your whole memory is...
Swipe it.
People are like, oh, was that good? You're like, what do you mean was that good? There was somebody with a light and a camera and a thing and whatever, and
So it is really awkward. Because they say, I've heard them in interviews, they're like, it's the most awkward thing, I hate it.
Yeah, no, they're not lying to you. That's true.
I don't know. Okay, what else? Did I miss anyone's questions in the hangout? We've got Dianna. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually curious about something. It's like, what's pretty much next for you? It's like, what's your dream project? What is it, the one thing that you absolutely want to do in your career?
There's definitely people that I want to work with, and that's.
Well, you've got 2 major ones off your list.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
3, actually.
3,
yeah,
4. Luke,
yeah.
Tommy, Michelle, and Bob. But I get so excited by characters, and so that's why it makes it hard to hypothesize what should come next. It's really about good writing, and it's really hard to find good writing that's good for you to step into. There's great writing everywhere. But
Did Michael, you have a question? Go ahead, Michael.
I did. Beforehand, we were kind of talking about how you seem like a really nice, sweet person, and you often play characters that have, stuff going on, or either are tough, or have some meanness about them, or a variety of things. What character have you played that you think really represents you? I mean, what do you think you're like?
I don't think that I've ever played anything that is really on point with who I am as a person. There's definitely pieces of me in any character that I've played, because that's just the way it works. It's an amalgamation of emotions and feelings and experiences and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like if I did a Woody Allen movie, that would probably be playing something very similar to me in real life.
Oh, that would be great. He would love you.
Oh.
You'll be knocked on
Your mouth
the door
God,
very soon. Absolutely. Stars and Stripes has a question. Will you be back on Glee, maybe as a guest?
I don't know, and of course I would.
You would,
so
yeah.
don't know.
I always like to ask this question, and I hope we still have a few more minutes. But I like to. We have a lot of viewers that are watching who are interested in entering the business. Want to know what your experience was like. Did you always want to be an actress? And what kind of advice would you give those who are watching?
I always, I think from 8 on, at 8 I told my mom I want to do this, and she joked with me, you know, it's a lot of hurry up and wait, and I said, it's okay, I'll read a book. I loved this when I came to LA and was working for free at weird hours and kind of random locations. I loved every day of this journey, and I think that you don't have to just love it. You have to be in love with it. You can't. Otherwise, you can't do this. It's just it's taxing in ways as any job is, and long hours, and it can take you away from your family and your loved ones, and you have to always see the magic in it. And when I work with people like I just worked with, I mean, Luke's behind the camera, and he looks like a kid in a candy store. He is so happy, and everybody's so happy, and that's what it takes. And so if that's what's within you, go for it.
You gotta love it. Yeah. Love it, right? Did you have to audition for this role?
I did. I read for Luke, and I read with Bob, and it was about a month and a half before I knew I really had it. So yeah, it was a little bit of anxiety, but it all worked out in the end.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, you guys, I think that's all I have time for. Maybe one more. Okay, one more. You have the tempting question, please, quickly.
You did your own short film, which you wrote, produced, directed, and everything yourself.
Yeah.
You planning on exploring that side of the movie industry again?
I think so. I love it. I've shot a couple music videos. I'm always on my camera, and I love being behind the camera as well. And there's so many things to think about, and it's like a puzzle. So I think so.
I can see you doing that, and I love it when women take on that role. You know, because for women there are so few, still to this day, really, really good parts. So I encourage you to do that. Will you come back and come back and visit?
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe you can sing a little with that to you guys. That voice is just to die for.
Be great.
Right?
Thank you.
Your voice is amazing.
Thank you so much.
It makes me want to sit like this. Let me take my camera out. Let's take a photo with Dianna before she goes. Okay? Here's a camera right here, Dianna. There's a long delay, so I will warn you. So yeah. So until you speak, click. Okay, ready? There you go. Okay, one.
Everyone say cheese.
Cheese. Oh, that was not quite as long as I thought. Let's warm up. One. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for hanging out, you guys.
Oh, thank you very much.
This movie called The Family. Open today. Dianna, thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.
All right.